Hello friends, welcome to our channel. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Now let's start today's video. Do you know who we are talking about today? If you were born between 1965 and 1980, then it is you. Yes, today we are going to talk about Generation X, a term coined by sociologists in the 1990s. Generation X refers to the generation of people born during the baby bust following the baby boom. They are the kids of the baby boomers and the grandparents of millennials. But what really defines this generation? How have they shaped our world, and why should you care? Join us as we take a closer look at the defining characteristics of Generation X. The story of Generation X is one of resilience and adaptability. Born into a post-war world that was still recovering from the economic and social upheaval of the 1960s. Gen Xers learned early on how to make the most of limited resources. As the children of the baby boom generation, they were often overlooked and underappreciated. But instead of letting this define them, Gen Xers used it as fuel to carve out their own path in life. Growing up in an era when divorce rates were on the rise, Gen Xers also had to learn how to adapt to changing circumstances and become independent at an early age. Many of them became latchkey kids, responsible for themselves after school because both parents worked. This experience taught them the value of hard work and self-reliance, traits that would serve them well in adulthood. As Generation X entered adulthood in the 1980s and 90s, they faced a different set of challenges. The recession of the early 1990s saw many of them struggle to find jobs in a rapidly changing economy. However, instead of staying idle, Gen Xers took matters into their own hands. With the advent of the personal computer and the internet, they were able to build new businesses and pursue new opportunities that were not available to previous generations. One of the defining characteristics of Generation X is their resourcefulness. They are known for being able to make do with what they have and finding creative solutions to problems. This can be traced back to their upbringing during the baby bust, when there were fewer resources available to them compared to the baby boomers. Growing up, they learned to appreciate things more and make the most of what they had. For example, many Gen Xers are avid collectors of things like vinyl records, comic books, and classic cars. They saw value in these items when others did and were able to find creative ways to incorporate them into their lives. Another trait of Generation X is their skepticism towards authority. This can be attributed to the Watergate scandal, which took place when they were teenagers and which shook their faith in government and institutions. It also didn't help that they were dubbed the latchkey generation, a term used to describe children who were left alone after school due to both parents working. This experience made them feel like outcasts and taught them to be self-reliant at an early age. As a result, Gen Xers are known for being independent thinkers, who don't just take things at face value. They do their research and think critically before forming an opinion. While some may see this as a negative trait, it is important to remember that it comes from a place of personal experience and a desire for authenticity. When it comes to their personal lives, Generation X values freedom and autonomy. They are known for being private people who value their personal space and time. This can be seen in the way they decorate their homes with minimalist decor and avoid clutter. They prefer to keep things simple and focus on what is important to them. In conclusion, Generation X is a resilient and resourceful generation that has overcome many obstacles throughout their lives. Their unique experiences have shaped them into independent, skeptical, and private individuals who value their freedom and autonomy. So, the next time you hear someone say that Generation X is lazy or unmotivated, remember that they are just misunderstood and that their unconventional lifestyle choices do not define their entire generation. What do you think of Generation X? Let us know in the comments below. We hope you enjoyed this video and learned something new about Generation X if you did. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. And if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. Thanks for watching.